I'm Casey with Foster Fuels, and today we will be going over knowing when you should order more heating oil and understanding how to read your tank's gauge. First, let's talk about what heating oil is. Heating oil is a petroleum distillate closely related to diesel. This fuel is commonly used to heat residential and commercial spaces by powering furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. If your home is heated with heating oil, it's important to keep tabs on how much oil is in your tank so you can avoid emergency refills. It's very important to not run out of oil because that can cause sediment from the bottom of the tank to get into the fuel lines and can cause future issues in your system. Learning how to read your tank gauge is important for knowing when it is time to refill your tank next. Most heating oil tanks use a standard float-style gauge to estimate your fuel level on your tank. Float gauges work by using an arm within the tank and a float with a plastic vial above the tank. The plastic vial has a disc that shows the fuel level reading. As the float in the gauge lowers, so does the disc. Reading the tank gauge is simple. To read the float gauge, there are tick marks that typically indicate full, 3/4 full, 1/2 full, and 1/4 full. Once the tank reads below 1/4 full, it is not very accurate because of the nature of the rounded bottom of the gauge. A good rule of thumb is if your tank reads 1/4 full, it is time to order more fuel. To estimate the fuel in the actual tank, you can use this sample equation. For example, if your tank is a 275-gallon tank and it's approximately 1/4 full, you would multiply 275 by 0.25, which equals 68.75. Foster Fuel recommends only filling your tank 90% due to expansion during warm temperatures, as you see in the chart where it states 240 gallons is full. It's super important to consider how weather can affect the levels and usage of heating oil. If the temperature outside is cold or it's a windy day, this will increase your fuel usage. In the winter, you will use more heating oil, and in the summer, you will use less. For example, if your tank says 1/4 full in the winter, it is crucial that you order as soon as possible to prevent the risk of running out of oil. Our autofill services take out the worry of reading your gauge and missing a refill. Once you sign up, our drivers will check your tanks regularly to ensure your tank is filled. This takes the work out of reading the gauge and guessing how much fuel you have left. Overall, checking your heating oil tank level is quite simple once you understand how they work and understanding the level gauge. If you have any questions or would like to order more heating oil, contact Foster Fuels today or visit one of our showrooms. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date with our content.